Alright, so hello everyone. This is my actually first attempt at a Let's Play ever, and I've chosen to do Arma 2, Operation Arrowhead. I'm just going to be playing on an Arma 2 map, so I guess the Operation Arrow 2 is irrelevant. It's basically a warfare Let's Play, as I feel that's the part I have the most fun with. I am not playing online. I'm just starting a multiplayer game, local LAN, because I'm a wimp and I'm just got the game and I just I just want to fight up against the AI. So I'm gonna choose Blue 4. Basically, on this particular map, it'll be the U.S. Playing as Marines, and the way I'm going to be setting this up here is for victory, I want to have to capture all the towns. Now, basically, warfare is like a mixture of RTS and sort of a shooter. Um, you've got to manage your team, resources, and at the same time, you're actually shooting. So it's kind of like the Battlezone remake that was made years ago, and Command & Conquer Renegade, but slapped into a military simulation game. And I think that's one distinction that should really be made, is that this game is not very cinematic. It's not like Call of Duty here. This is, it's they try to model it after the actual thing, so, combat works out quite differently. So I'm going to put it at 1 hour equals 1 day. And I think that'll basically, so that'll speed up time, and I think that'll give us a good idea, idea of how night and day combat works. Neutral tone opposition, I like having it very high. I'd like to have a fight. Support available, and I think I'll leave everything else as is. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, in warfare mode, you can either act as the entire commander, in which you're in command of all 8 squads for your team, like you're assigning them tasks as well, and you can also manage your own team as well. I think, at least at the start of this, I'm going to let the AI, the artificial intelligence, be the commander. Now, I am running a few mods on here, mostly AI tweaks. Basically, it extends the range at which AI will engage in combat. Fixes their driving a little bit, because in vanilla they tend to crash into things, get stuck on buildings, that kind of thing. What else did I put on there? One that will allow them to use actual grenade launchers. So yeah, when you start your warfare, or actually the game in general, it's played on one giant map. Now, blue areas are areas owned by my team. Our HQ is located right here. The little flag says HQ. I apologize for the speed of my computer here. It's not the fastest, so some things are going to be toned down. You're not going to see the graphics as they are on, let's say, on a better machine. But to me, gameplay is more important. So this will give you a good idea of how the gameplay looks. So let's just jump right on in. Now, because there is a lot of travel in this game. So let's go voting. I want the AI. Because there's a lot of travel in this game, what I want to do is I'm going to turn off the video, during travel, sometimes, and just sort of cut to the good parts. Maybe once in a while I'll just leave it on just so you can kind of get an idea of what happens, but yeah, otherwise this Let's Play would be quite long, and, well, my hard drive would be rather full with just the raw video, so right now I'm waiting for the AI to get the barracks and everything set up. Okay, so we got a barracks set up, and they're probably getting a light vehicle depot. So, buy weapons here. I'm going to Dick.
Light vehicle supply point.
You know, I'm going to stick with the basic. Just the basic rifle, the M16A4. I think I'm going to get myself some men to help me out here. So we'll get an automatic rifleman, a corpsman. That's a medic. So I'll have 2 other guys with me, and let's pick a Humvee here. So
follow.
So that's supply trucks out.
Follow.
So I'm going to get the Humvee to drive up over here.
4. Move 50 meters. 2 o'clock.
Roger.
1. Follow. 1. Follow. 1. Follow.
That's kind of annoying. Basically, you hear the you got the commanders of the other teams. They're all deploying as well.
Standing by.
All right, so everybody, let's get on board.
All board that car.
Roger. No can do.
What do you mean, no can do? Do it.
Ready.
2. Driver, get in that car.
Roger.
Okay, so we've been assigned a new task.
Ready.
So they want us to recon this area here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now, I am playing on Expert, and basically that means there's no, you'll notice, like on the main screen here, other than down at the bottom, with where you see, you know, the chat and what soldiers I have with me, there's really no on-screen feed as, you know, what your ammo is, where you're supposed to be going. Give me a moment here.
All move 1 click. 6 o'clock.
So I'll tell them to move there. So a lot of it is done through, you know, looking at your compass, for example, like that. You got to watch too if you're going to coordinate things at different times. But if you're out in the middle of the bush, you know, you're you got to learn how to read your map and that. Now, in Warfare mode and on many others, the squad commander typically gets a GPS, which you can see right here, and actually you can see a bit better on the full map here. And what that does, you know, other than the obvious, it shows the squad commander on the GPS. Individual squad members, they don't show up. So say you needed to know where particular squad members were, you sent them off to do something, or you're telling them to go somewhere else, and you need to know where they're at. You need to radio in and get their coordinates, and they'll give you a grid location here on your map. So you know, it's helpful for the commanders to have the GPS, but it's not perfect. And now it doesn't show enemies on your screen or anything like that. So it's purely for, you know, coordinating your own movement. Now, I lied there. If there is an enemy, sometimes if your teammates will report them in, they will show up on the map. And it'll give you a rough estimate of where they were, but if they move behind cover, that location might be incorrect. So it's just displaying information as reported to you by other members, which is another thing. Brings up another point. Say you have team members out in the field and they're doing something, and they get shot. It doesn't just tell you, their icon doesn't just disappear and they're dead. You won't hear anything from them. You end up radioing out to get a status, and there's no reply. So then they're presumed, MIA, and then they're removed from your squad. So it's like I said, it's more of a simulation.
Service point constructed.
Okay. So let me see here. Okay, why do we just bark here? Oh, we're looking at the rabbit. Yay! Now imagine this without the AI tweaks. So let's see. That's another thing. You have to know what your team members look like, because you got different people with they're all wearing camo. You need to be able to identify your targets before you shoot them. There's no little icon above them saying, "Oh, friendly." You've got to well, check your fire. So we're heading up there. All right. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I've got all my basic introductories out of the way. All the things just to inform you a bit about the game. Once we get to the recon point, we'll probably be heading off to an actual combat situation. At that time, I'll go ahead and I'll pause the video while we're traveling. There was one other thing I was going to say. What was that? You know what? It's going to be bothering me. Well, you know what? I'll remember and I'll let you know. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video now. Chances are this area that we're going to recon, it's not really owned by anyone. We're not going to be missing out on any action. So you're not missing too much. So, yep, here we go. We're going to pause it.
2. He's dead.
Okay, so basically we're on a route to a city, Grishino, Grishinio, whatever.
All. Fall
And
team.
Roger. Area clear.
we took some fire, and our driver just got taken out. So right now,
Google Opal. Lost.
All. Danger.
we don't know where the shots came from. So right now I'm taking cover behind Humvee, and I'm trying to figure out where we got hit from. So our driver's dead. Okay. Here's the major difference between this game and most other, shooters. Is usually it's a lot more close quarters. You know exactly where stuff's coming from.
Moving.
Okay, I want you watch up there.
3. Observe that car.
Car.
Four. Observe that position.
So we have no idea where that came from. Yeah, it took out our tire too. Okay, so we're on foot here. Alright, where are we located? We're down here, and we've got quite a ways to go to make our way up here. So, gotta head out north. North is that way. Okay. I am new to the game, so if I get myself killed, well, you go ahead and laugh. Running for cover. Okay, are they following me? Okay. I did remember what I was going to say before, and that was that this is, I'm mostly intending this to be for somebody who's never played the game before, because anyone who has played the game before will probably laugh at my incredibly noobish skills. But it's mostly just sort of give an idea of what kind of game it is. I don't know if I'll continue the Let's Play. We'll see how the reaction is. What was that sound? get my team back together. We're kind of beat up because of my crappiness. Alright, so we'll continue this another time.